Hello, welcome to the Naptime stream. I am Mr. Bike. And you can stop for a while, take a rest, or grab a snack and get comfy. Today, I am streaming Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. This would be the fourth episode in the series. So far, interesting game. Interesting. It's interesting. Is it different? Nah, not really. Does it bring new things to the table? I'm not really in a state where I could answer that, but in my personal opinion, no, I don't really think so. It's an adventure game. What do you expect? Oh, my buddy's online. Screenshot that. Go annoy him. If his gamer tag seems stupid, that's because it is. It's kind of just a thing that, from the early online era of just making the dumbest usernames possible. And if you've seen mine, you probably can surmise that I still do that. Anyways, here I am, looking dashing as ever. Attend the award ceremony the day after the final. So yeah. Back to the club we go. To see. To win that calendar. Well, I already won it, but to receive that calendar. And as of this morning, I have finished reading A Study in Scarlet, the first book in the Sherlock Holmes anthology, adventures, stories, something. It's where you get to meet Watson, and see him and Sherlock meet for the first time. A lot more Mormons in it than I expected.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me.
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
I will. I will investigate. Let's see.
The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone.
Okay.
Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
So what's
the statue of Tikkun Uman.
Okay.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Not even gonna look at the body just yet.
If I believe Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
But was it?
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tikkun Uman running away.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... oh, was a club member and an excellent bowler.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Interesting. So what's this here? Precious stones, but it's a poor quality. Okay. Invitation. I'd say he's a socially active guy. Political symbol. No, I'm gonna say that that's for decoration. A Templar. Ex-military. What else? Badge. It's ring. Married. Alright, so that's everything. Imprecise. Dang it. Sir Charles Yellingham is the manager of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. He was formerly a soldier with the prestigious infantry, a married man. Sir Charles appears to be rich, but his wealth is superficial, and seems to have an active social life. So wait, I can redo these? I can redo these. I cannot redo these. One more time. Let's just see. Nope, doesn't seem like I can redo it. Oh, I didn't even get to like look at the body. I was coming back
Is the
for it.
calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Oh, okay. So now we go back to the obvious. The body. Yep, that's a puncture wound right there.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
And what is this? What secrets do you hold?
The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
So it's... You're telling me we're not going to mark the time that it stopped ticking? That's of no importance to you, Sherlock? Okay. Alright.
Money was left inside the wallet.
It is never about the money when it comes to Sherlock, is it?
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them.
Okay, no awesome detective skills on that one.
Zacharias's folder with some documents.
Looks like
These
hieroglyphics.
drawings represent the Mayan symbols. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
But what does it mean? Okay. Anything I'm missing around here? Nope.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
What about you guys?
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
Could I really just leave if I wanted to? I guess. Apparently I can. Alright, Lestrade.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped.
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
Damn it, Lestrade.
You're still here.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
You gotta check every stone here, Lestrade.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Only club members have access.
How are you not a club member, Sherlock? You're a national treasure.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Why are you prompting me to hit that?
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall. Scratches on the stone.
Oh, okay. I see now. Statue jumps down and runs away. Zacharias steps on leaves. Zacharias is felled by the attack. 1 second. Apparently there's someone at my door. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, Sir Charles emerges from the club. So that was just the mailman delivering some mail. Statue jumps down and runs away. Statue throws a spear.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay, so I gotta put these in order. So, okay. You're number 1. Two, 3, 4, 5.
It wasn't like that.
Wasn't like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've got that wrong. It's not.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Right, investigated. It has been. Investigate the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
To Scotland Yard I go. To figure out this murder. That statue's probably not even a statue. The statue is probably removed and replaced by someone to make it look like this is some Mayan curse or something. Wasn't clicked into the window there. Got a new controller, too.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Okay. Don't know why I'm trying to look for clues here.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
But yeah, I got a new controller since the left thumbstick of my other controller, like the top of it just came off. Oh, well then. It's okay, we're looking through all this.
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855.
I still think there's something about the not being wound anymore.
An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
Okay.
The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look.
I'm just picking up this whole dang thing.
Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs.
Oh, now we're
They are
doing
the
this.
symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Okay, so first we got a ghost looking thing. Cursed week. Oh, okay. I have to choose. Okay, so now we got this Mimi looking hand. Where is that? Oh, well, there's number 3. It'll make me choose from here. Cursed, let's say anyone. There it is. Cursed to be anyone. Now whatever the heck that thing is. Can't even describe it in words. Oh. Got that one. All. I've got no context yet for that one. Nope, that's not right. There it is. Cursed to be anyone to disturb. You really can't describe any of these symbols easily. Alright, next one, next one. Sacred. And now this mustache looking thing. Mustache, nose. To disturb, sacred. Temple. Now it looks like a hand clutching something. So far we have cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple. To meet death. To meet death. Sealed. And da-dum. Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple to meet death. Sealed. Statue. All. Then this weird like E looking thing. All. Chosen. And then this grotesque mouth with like a flower coming out the back. Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple to meet death. Sealed. Statue. All. Chosen. To have mercy. Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple to meet death. Risen statue. All chosen to descend. going with it.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Cursed to be anyone to disturb. Sacred temple. To meet fate. Sealed. Sealed master. All. God to have mercy.
I don't
To descend.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Cursed to be anyone to disturb. Sacred home to meet death. Risen statue, all God to descend.
I don't think so.
Only chosen.
No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here.
I'm closer, it seems. Cursed to be anyone to disturb. Sacred home to meet death. Risen master.
I don't think so. No, I think I've missed something here.
Every chosen.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm close though.
No, I think I've missed something here.
If I go God, it's
No, I think I've missed something here.
cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred home to meet death. Sealed master. Only God to have mercy.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred home to meet death. Sealed.
No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so.
Okay,
I
no.
think I've missed something here.
Alright, you know what? Skipping it. Cause this is... No. I'll try a couple more times here. Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred home to meet death. Sealed. 8 and 9 just don't flow no matter how I put it. To meet... To be awarded. To meet fate. To meet death. To be awarded. To be awarded. Risen master. Only God to have mercy.
I don't think so.
Only chosen to have mercy.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred home to be awarded. To be awarded risen master. Only chosen to.
I don't think so.
Okay, I can't figure it out here.
Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy.
I was very
It's not only a
close.
calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Alright. Let's make our connections. Facts about the crime. The Mayan calendar. Sir Charles saw the statue of Tekunuman running away. Sir Charles didn't see the running statue. He is either a lion or the running figure was someone else. Yeah, it's someone else. Come on. Sir Charles was alone. Okay. Okay, just making sure. Alright.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Is there more to that? Huh. Fire extinguisher. Cool. Anything else I'm missing? Anything else? Alright.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
Okay. Well, that's a dead body.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
Yeah, messed him up.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
What's that
The
again?
coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
Okay. Oh, okay, I can just flip his body over too.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
Okay.
These scars are old.
Make another deduction here. Facts about the crime. Huh? You open up deductions, but there's nothing for me to deduce here. Okay. Watson, how'd you get in here?
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Alright, can I go bother Lestrade now? Hey, Lestrade. Need a search warrant. He's just sitting there playing with his pistol.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Oh, I get to do a character portrait of Lestrade here. Can I put down fragile ego? Fragile ego? Bleh. Lack of sleep. Ink? Okay, wine. Jeez, Lestrade, letting yourself go. Headache pill. He's hungover, dude. Cleaning his gun. He's in a good mood. Robin. Who's Robin? Letter from the Robin family. Yeah, he's hungover. Lestrade is exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He has been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Cleaning his gun suggests that he is in a good mood. He keeps a lady's perfumed handkerchief as memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife of a British councilman, might be connected to Lestrade's words. Might be connected to Lestrade's present condition. Man, I can't believe I messed you up.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
Whoa.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
Well, thank
So
you.
he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
I'm curious to know how you obtained this warrant.
Okay. Was a curse. Murder was performed as decreed in the prophecy. As the murder victim was a member of the archaeological club, the club ought to be investigated. Search warrant is required. Authorized search premises. Okay. Investigate the murder of Zacharias. Still says that I need to do like further dialogue. But I shouldn't have to, right? Well, I'm going back. Back to the club. To look around. And find new information that will hopefully lead us to a murderer. A metal man. But who? It's probably whomever gave that statue up in the first place.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
There's a black mark. A black mark upon both our houses.
But where is the statue? Did it vanish?
Alright, well,
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything?
I need to get the key first.
Wait, what? Let me go back and talk to him. Flash this warrant in his face.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
I don't care if you protest. This is an investigation. A murder, okay? The wheels of justice are constantly spinning. Alright. Alright, well.
Zacharias Greystoke. I wonder who this man is. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, why is that so empty over here?
The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, let's see. Queen Victoria up there. Looking as charming as ever. What do we have here?
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
Here we have, Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club's account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month, and the sum of credit of £1,000 due to previous overdue amounts. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly, Mr. Black, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank. Okay, you don't show that up right away. March 1881. James Ness and Sons, Jewelers, Sir Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. And who is this? Charles?
Yellingham has a large family.
What's in here? Yellingham. As I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the award ceremony. I have already warned the others of this. Zacharias Greystoke.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
For Mr. Oliver, the company director of royal parties, to organize the award ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition. To the estimation of requirements for guests tonight, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 served from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment, as I recall you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion. Thanking you in advance. to Sir Charles Yellingham from Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant at Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late, and this for the 4th time, in paying the credit you have with our house. Any delay in payment results in a fine of £7 and 10 shillings. After studying your proposal, we agree to seizing part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be reserved against your credit account.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
Deduction time. What? Okay. Club debt. Facts about the crime, Greystoke's fit. Huh? Okay. So let's see, what's the deduction? Sir Charles had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit.
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
Whoever that is. Okay.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection.
Interesting, interesting. Thoth. All hail Thoth. So we got here.
These antiques look quite valuable.
So what is this? Oh, you picked this up in Guatemala, did you?
That it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Are there any symbols that I could recognize? No. Well,
it appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut.
interesting.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Okay. Club debt. Sir Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense though, because he's got all these other collections of former club goers. Sir Charles could sell any other collection contained in the club. So why would he kill Greystoke for it? Quite the collections they have. The mirror isn't reflective. Notice that when I walked in, but no comment. That's always a thing. When you see a mirror in a video game, it's like you gotta walk up to it and see. Does it actually reflect? So, okay, let's see. Alright, I can't deduce anything else.
This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing.
The bit with Guatemala.
Some bits are missing.
What could it mean? So they both own parts of the gold statue. Guatemala expedition. Sir Charles received a telegram from Zacharias regarding his intention to visit the club before the prize ceremony. It appears that all club members must bequeath their artifacts to the club. So my main objective right now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head. I feel like I should go and figure out what's with this photograph before I do more questioning. I'm still reading that motherhood book. Just not figuring it out, are ya there, Holmes? The one case you can't crack. Parenthood. And personally, that's a case that I wouldn't want to try and cracking myself either. So, let's analyze this photograph real quick. Figure out what secrets it has to reveal.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
Okay.
I need a pipette.
You make me do all the little things.
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Aha.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America. Brilliant, Watson.
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
Be
I
yellow
shall
fever,
ask Sir
won't
Charles,
it?
but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Oh man, I miss having a full beard so I could do nice moustaches like Watson's. Okay, so Watson left to go and talk to people.
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
Alright, so back to the club. Doesn't seem like anyone's stopping in to chat today. It's okay. I guess reading books to discuss them during streaming a game is a super niche community that I'm trying to get in and or start. Man, I really would like to have people to discuss these books with. Yeah, you all think you can understand what's going on. You do not have the abilities of Sir Sherlock Holmes. Let's see. The victim's presence. Let's ask about the collection
You have
first.
a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I had to put my nieces back to nap since they got up a little early and were running around. Anyways, calling you out for everything being deceased. What about his presence?
So, Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Oh, really?
But in fact, you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
Really
I found
now?
this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple, and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Expedition, the Mayan calendar. The curse of Techanuman is real and is aimed towards the expedition members. The curse doesn't exist, it is simply the human interpretation of events. Okay. Sir Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. You're a learned man, you know. You had the perfect opportunity. You're already lying to me. Oh wait, there's more about this? No? Is it showing red because they're conflicting? Sound effects may be interpreted differently. You can always change the picture of a crime by choosing different between mutually exclusive deductions. Probably going about this so wrong.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
You, what do you know?
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Well, that is sketchy. Bernard Marley, Foundry Director, 8 Grub Street, London. Now to Grub Street. To me, that sounds either delicious or disgusting. Depends how you define grub. So it's 8 Grub Street, so that's 2. That's 4. Which one am I looking for? 8 Grub Street, London.
Gumballs Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm
Okay.
not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Gumballs Road. Possum Street.
Okay.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Helpful. Oh, this is Cranny Street.
Cranny Street. Grub Street.
Well, here we go. Four, 3, 6. What are you selling? Express services, England and Scotland. Dining and sleeping cards. This guy seems interesting, but not relevant.
A drawing of Takunu-man.
Okay. Oh, may as well open it.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Interesting. Why do you have a second one here, friend? And this one is set for 12.15.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. There were 2 large boxes. Fresh scratches.
The heck is that? Is that a Minotaur?
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu-man. Something large and heavy was dragged here. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takunu-man's statue.
Anything over here for me to look at? No.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring. Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Let's do a profile of him. Oil. Dirty collar. Neglect. Amulets. Protective charms. Leather patches. Leans frequently on desk. Greasy hands. Smell of oil. Spectacles. Required for close work. Injured finger. Works with rough objects. Imprecise. Dang it. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is a foundry director and a member of the Archaeological Club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Ouch. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp objects and mechanical oil. He requires spectacles for close work.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Yeah, okay. Well, since he's already on a roll with it.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Really?
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No, it's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity. He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chant.
Oh, okay, I thought I missed
Sorry, I'm too busy to chant.
something with him. But it's not the case. My calendar didn't enter. Okay, I've got no other connections. If I were to change this, okay. This plot keeps thickening. I like this one. 3 boxes contain parts of Tekun Uman statue were stored in Marley's foundry. 2 of them were moved to Marley's office. Well, nothing more than to go back and beat heads with Watson. Figure out what the heck we're gonna do tonight. I am enjoying this game. It's not like it's a drag to play it or anything. It's just I haven't played an adventure game in quite a while. And trying to think in that way. It's a whole different kind of thinking, you know?
Caitlin's up his Alice is playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
Jeez, Watson's like, what the heck was that about?
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I'm gonna analyze it. Wait, do I take it to... What?
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Okay.
I need to open it with something sharp.
Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the same. I am writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything, in any way, that I can do to help you, please, let me know. Anything. Whatever risk it may involve.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
I need something to apply the glue.
Okay.
That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
On the balcony.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
There's a balcony out here. This balcony?
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since
That
you
was
extended
not
an invitation
subtle.
to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
It's silent in shock. That could be a meme format right there. Oh, Sherlock is not happy about this.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Okay. So I'm going to do that before we do a night heist. Alright. Yeah, sure. In the next episode, we'll play a little bit of dress up. Get ready for that. Alright. But with that, I'm going to call an end to this episode. So this has been episode 4 of Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. Alright. If anybody tuned in on Twitch and I missed you, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy what I'm putting out there. If you're watching it post-stream, thank you for checking out the channel. And if you're from YouTube, thank you. I try to upload videos every Friday, right after I stream them. So I'll be streaming this series every Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. That's like UTC -7, whatnot, yada yada yada. Alright. But yes. Thank you. Have a good day. Nap time is over. It is time to get up and right on. But